Morning, everyone. Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio. I hope everyone is having a nice Wednesday morning. Pretty nice start to our day today, and should see some pretty nice weather as we head through the day today. We are keeping our eyes, though, on some unsettled weather returning as we head towards the upcoming weekend, so we'll talk about that as well. But overall, temperatures look like, for the most part, over the next couple days, going to be above average, but we are also watching some colder weather returning to the forecast again as we head late this weekend and into the week next week. So we'll go ahead and jump right in. Look at the Lincoln Weather Almanac from the day yesterday. 66 and 32. Again, that 66 was almost 10 degrees above average. 32 right where we should be this time of year. Again, no moisture yesterday, at least no measurable moisture. Again, there were a few sprinkles out there, but inch and a half below normal for our precip. Foot below average for our snowfall. There will be a chance, I think, for some snow across parts of the state this weekend. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Also, it looks like a good chunk of the state should see some decent moisture as we head into the upcoming weekend. So that is something we are going to be looking forward to. So if you look at your weather headlines, again, nice day today. Even warmer temperatures are heading our way Thursday and Friday. Could be in the ballpark for some record highs. Don't think we'll quite get there, but again, like I mentioned, then looking at an unsettled weekend ahead with temperatures taking a little bit of a tumble, rain chances increasing, and again, maybe some snow chances in the mix as well. Low temperatures this morning. Anywhere from the low 20s to the low 30s. Coldest readings were in the northeastern corner of the state, down to 22 in Wayne, 27 in Norfolk here at the capital city, 29 at the airport, 35 at Grand Island, 34 in North Platte. Low temperatures across the Lincoln Metro, a little bit warmer, generally in the middle 30s, give or take a degree or two. Right now, though, a little bit of cloud cover across the state, but again, a pretty quiet start to our Wednesday. Here in the capital city, it's 39 at the airport, 40 here at the 1011 studios with a calm wind being reported. So again, pretty quiet morning for us. Temperatures on the Tempest weather stations across the Lincoln Metro, again, generally sitting in the upper 30s and low 40s across the area, and temperatures statewide, again, generally sitting in the upper 30s to low 40s for many locations. A little bit warmer in Grand Island. Hastings, they're at 46 and 45. A little bit cooler in North Platte. They're down to 36 this morning. Winds light and variable, but again, calm wind for much of the eastern sections of the state. Otherwise, you get a little bit of a southerly breeze as you head across parts of central and western Nebraska, but again, fairly light at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. So again, really nothing to write home about when it comes to the wind. Pick up a little bit as we head into the afternoon, but not expected to be overly strong. Again, look for those winds generally about 5 to 15 miles an hour as we head through the day today. Again, and you look at the feels-like temperatures, those are in the upper 30s and low 40s when we factor in that light breeze. Satellite radar picture is showing some radar returns. Again, there's northwest flow aloft, and what that can lead to is just really subtle light perturbations that kind of slide through the area that can spark off some of these showers. They're really hard for models to pick up. But again, don't be surprised if we see a few sprinkles out there this morning, maybe a passing light shower or two if you look at it. On the visible satellite imagery, again, you can kind of just see that streak of cloud cover stretching from kind of up near Valentine, then down into parts of south central and southeastern Nebraska. But again, outside of a few sprinkles, maybe a passing light shower, that's not too much of a concern for us. We zoom out, look at a regional view. Again, we can kind of see that northwesterly flow aloft. Again, ridge of high pressure off to our west. Again, sending some of those little weak disturbances our way. It's been that way for the past day or two. Looks like it'll also continue that way for the next day or two as well. If you zoom out, look at a national view. Overall, things right now fairly quiet. Some rain and snow showers across parts of New England. A little bit of light rain down across parts of southern Oklahoma into Texas. But again, overall, things pretty quiet. Again, you can see that on the weather alerts. There's not a whole lot happening. Do have some flood watches down across parts of South Texas. Some fire weather watches in parts of New Mexico. High wind alerts for parts of California and Nevada. But again, otherwise, things are pretty quiet, which again is just fine with us. So if we take a look at Skycast as we head through the day today, we'll again watch for maybe a few sprinkles, passing light shower. I think a mix of sun and clouds as we head through the day today. Clouds will kind of try and clear out late this afternoon into the evening time frame. Then it should be, again, I think fairly quiet for most. We will still watch for a chance, again, late tonight into the overnight hours for some showers, maybe a few isolated thunderstorms across the eastern sections of the state. Can't be ruled out that maybe one or two of those could be on the stronger side as well. We'll look at that severe weather risk here in just a minute, but again, I think it would be isolated to widely scattered activity as we head overnight into the morning hours, but that is going to be something to watch for. And then as we head into the day on Thursday, I think the low end chance for, again, maybe a few isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms is going to be kind of hanging around For central and eastern sections of the state. You can see our in-house model here. Again, not too bullish on that activity, but that chance will be there. So again, we could see again overnight tonight, and then again through the day on Thursday, some of that activity across the area that looks like it could continue to pop up as we head into Thursday evening. Our in-house model here has that a little bit further to our south across parts of northeastern Kansas, northwestern Missouri, but again, it's something we'll keep an eye on. But then as we head into the day on Friday, I think mostly sunny skies, a little bit of a breeze. Again, it's going to be breezy to windy, I think, on Friday. Southerly winds could be gusting maybe up to around 35 to 40 miles an hour, and that's really going to pump up those temperatures, though, as we should see temperatures into the 80s Friday afternoon. But you can also see Friday late afternoon, early evening, one side of the state kind of cloudy, northerly winds, the other side of the state sunny. Southerly winds, that's going to be our next cold front that's going to move through the area, and that's expected to trigger some showers and thunderstorms as we head Friday evening and then into the day on Saturday. Again, this is as we look at the long-range European model system. Looks like it's going to move through the area. So again, through the day on Saturday, we're looking at cloudy skies, showers and thunderstorms, I think likely on and off through the day on your Saturday. Again, fairly widespread activity as we head into the afternoon and evening. And then on the back end, again, we're going to keep an eye on the potential as we head Saturday into Sunday for maybe some snow trying to mix in across the area. As a little secondary system swings through the area. So this is early Sunday morning, 6 a.m. on the European model. Again, it's got widespread snow across the western third of the state, and that will try and slide its way across the state through the day on Sunday. So again, the weekend certainly looks interesting. We'll definitely see windy weather. We'll definitely see temperatures cooling back as we head through the weekend, and we're just going to keep an eye on what the snow could potentially do. Again, models have been going back and forth, either kind of blanketing a good chunk of the state or otherwise giving more of a narrow band across the state. So again, still some uncertainty in the model runs and in the long-range forecast, but it is something we're watching closely as we head through the weekend and then certainly into Sunday. Again, good chances for rain Saturday. Looks like it'd be fairly widespread activity. And then Sunday is going to be the big question mark is do we see snow? How much snow do we see? Is it more widespread? Is it contained to maybe western and northern Nebraska? Those are questions that we still need answered as we head a little bit closer in time. So again, the European model, if you look at the snowfall potential, this is through the day on Monday. Again, has some decent snow, especially across the western half of the state. Potentially at least some light accumulations in the eastern sections of the state, maybe here in Lincoln. But then the GFS model has a pretty different solution where it has snow, but it keeps it all basically to the north of us, across the Dakotas, parts of Iowa, Minnesota. So again, like I said, still some question marks surrounding what Sunday could look like, but it certainly looks like it's going to be colder and windy, and then the question mark will be whether or not we see that widespread snow or maybe some more confined snow. So again, we're going to continue working on that forecast. In terms of severe weather, again, the outlook for the day today, we are in the general thunderstorm risk, so we can't rule out maybe a stray isolated rumble of thunder across the eastern quarter of the state and down across parts of eastern Kansas. Into the day on Thursday, though, we do have that marginal risk for severe weather. Again, that's 1 out of 5 on the Storm Prediction Center risk scale, and so that means some isolated severe thunderstorms are going to be possible, and that's mainly going to be for the eastern, again, third of the state, including Lincoln, Omaha, over towards Grand Island, Hastings, and then down across parts of northern Kansas as well. And then we're also going to watch as we head into the day on Friday. We have that marginal risk across much of the 10-11 coverage area. So again, on Friday, we can't rule out some isolated strong storms as well. The main threats would likely be some large hail and maybe some damaging wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour. So again, that'll be something we'll need to watch here over the next day or two for some of those isolated strong storms. Again, 'tis the season. Now we're into late March. This is only going to get more frequent as we move forward in time and get further into severe weather season. As far as temperatures today, look pretty nice. Mid to upper 60s, low 70s for the eastern half of the state. Here in Lincoln, we're going to say 68 degrees. Even warmer as you head across the west, where temperatures are expected into the 70s and even up to right around 80 degrees for parts of southwestern Nebraska. So again, overall temperatures look like they're going to be pretty comfortable tonight. Again, not too bad. Again, if you don't mind, you might open the window tonight. We'll look for lows in the mid to upper 40s, low 50s for parts of south central, southeastern Nebraska. Northern tier of the state, a little bit cooler, upper 30s, low 40s. 50s, and then a mix of 30s and low 40s in the western half of the state as well. But then high temperatures tomorrow, again, take a nice jump forward. We're looking at mid to upper 70s, low to mid 80s across the state for the day on Thursday. Here in Lincoln, we're going to say 81, 83 in Grand Island, 85 in North Platte. Certainly could leave the windows open then Thursday night into Friday morning, with lows only dropping down mid to upper 40s to the mid to upper 50s, even some 60s for morning lows on Friday. So again, should be very mild into Friday morning. Keep in mind those normal lows should be in the low 30s, and then high temperatures Friday afternoon, again, low 80s to maybe near 90 degrees for some parts of the state. Here in Lincoln, we're going to say 82, 85 in Grand Island, 87 degrees in North Platte. So again, awfully warm for the day on Friday, but then things start to turn as we head into the weekend. Saturday morning lows anywhere from the low 30s to the low to mid 50s across the state, but then temperatures Saturday begin to cool back anywhere from the mid to upper 30s for north central parts of the state to the low 60s to low 70s in the southeast. So again, we'll do 71 in Falls City on Saturday, 62 in Lincoln, 49 in Grand Island, 45 in North Platte, 36 in Valentine for the day on Saturday. Sunday morning lows a little bit closer to where we should be for late March, mid to upper 20s and low to mid 30s for most. And then Sunday is even a little bit cooler, with high temperatures only reaching the mid 30s to low to mid 40s across the state. And again, that's going to come with some blustery to windy conditions that's likely going to make it feel even colder. So the weekend not looking all that great for us, so certainly keep an eye on it. Today, upper 60s, mostly sunny, should be a pretty nice day. Tomorrow could see some scattered thunderstorms, especially early. Again, in the morning, I think would likely be the better chance, but highs in the low 80s Thursday, Friday. Low 60s Saturday, low 40s Sunday, and then moderating a bit early next week, upper 40s Monday, back to the mid-50s by next Tuesday. But it looks like a little bit of an active pattern for us as we head over the course of the next week, at least looking maybe at a low-end chance for some moisture almost every day. And right now, Saturday and Sunday look like our best chances for some moisture. 10-day forecast for select cities across the state. You can see next couple days awfully warm, certainly above average. And then Saturday, Sunday, the weekend, unfortunately, trending colder and a little bit more unsettled. And then looks a little bit more seasonal as we head through the week next week. As far as precip chances, again, some scattered low-end chances, I think, today, tomorrow, Friday. Best chances, though, for widespread moisture are going to come Saturday and Sunday, and then we'll continue to see some chances for some moisture as the active pattern continues into the week next week. 8 to 14-day temperature outlook. So this takes us April 2nd through April 8th. Right now favors above average temperatures across much of the region, and the precipitation outlook, again, kind of equal chances for most of the state, but again, the Great Lakes through the northern plains into the northwest, again, right now favors above average precipitation. So again, that's something we'll keep an eye on. But again, we do have that active pattern kind of setting up for us over the next couple days. Today, not so much. Today looks like it should be fairly nice, comfortable, quiet, but then chances for thunderstorms tonight. Friday, again, some of those could be on the strong to severe side. This weekend certainly looks unsettled as well, and we could see that a little bit more active pattern continue into the week next week. Also of note, coming up here in just about 45 minutes, we have that statewide tornado drill. So again, you'll hear those tornado sirens going off here in a little bit under an hour. Again, a good opportunity, during Severe Weather Awareness Week, and again today, to make sure you know your severe weather plan, not only, at home, but at work. Where do you go? Again, make sure you communicate that with the children in your house. If you have kids in your house, again, I have an 8-year-old and an almost 9-year-old again at my house, and we talk every spring about this is where we go, this is what we do, this is what you need to do, this is what we're going to do with the dogs, and all that. We here in the Severe Weather Center would rather know that plan and know exactly what to do and never have to use it, rather than needing that plan and needing to know where to go and not knowing. So again, good opportunity today to kind of put that plan into practice with that statewide tornado drill coming up here at 10 o'clock. So we'll hear those sirens go off here in just a little bit. So appreciate everyone for tuning in and watching. Again, as always, keep it tuned to 1011, both on air and online, for all of your latest forecast details.